Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading. This is for Cancer Sun, Moon, and Rising. Those who have Venus or Jupiter in Cancer, and everyone intuitively guided. Welcome everyone. Glad we could meet up again. You know, I always feel like I just have you guys right in front of me, like we're just sitting in a round circle, which is something else I want to do. I have like all these things I want to do. I have to just fit it in and do it. But I have some great ideas, a lot of epiphanies coming to me. And you guys know I'm right on the cusp of Gemini, Cancer, Moon, so I feel like I carry some qualities of Cancer too. And one of them is wanting to produce, wanting to produce in the world. I definitely feel like I get that from Cancer. Okay guys, we're going to just go ahead and get into your reading. I know you've been waiting, so let's not put it off any longer. We're going to start with the Tibetan singing bowl, our symbol that we are ready, prepared, which means that we are releasing the outcome and we're willing to just go with the flow. And let's begin. Beautiful. Always pay attention to how easily or hard I strike the bowl too. It just kind of gives me a feeling of how the reading is going to be, and that was pretty soft, so I like that. Okay guys, we are, we're just going to do freestyle for you guys. I'll do one more. Alright, let's see what's going on. Today is February 13th. We have the Two of Wands. I know the sun's kind of playing tricks in here. I have the Five of Pentacles. And I have the Ten of Swords. 15, 16, 17, which would be an 8. I definitely have the energy of wanting to try again. Wanting to, wanting another opportunity or being given another opportunity to try something again. It could be a relationship. It's showing me, I want to say the battle scars of the relationship, which every relationship has them. Sometimes we feel like it's just us and everyone else is living in harmony and peace. It's usually not the case. Depends how evolved the people are, really, in the situation. It's showing me the energy of, well, okay, what's the words I'm going to use? Because I feel like I'm a little naive going into the situation in the first place. The first time, I felt a little naive. And, you know, I felt a little naive, maybe as in, you know, my energy was still too young. I didn't have a lot of experience behind me. And I do feel like within this situation, again, this could be a relationship, could really be anything here, but I do feel like some clarity has come to you about this. And I do feel like, you know, for a while, whatever this was, that it put you into victim mode, victim mentality, which we've all been there too. The trick is not to stay too long, right? It's just to take an overnight bag, not a big suitcase with you. But I feel like there's been clarity over this, because I do feel like this is coming back around again. And though there's still fear, the fear seems to have lessened quite a bit. Enough to make someone then go ahead and make the move towards this repeat. Let's keep going. I have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Usually a male. I feel like this King of Wands, again, this doesn't have to be fire sign, though they have the fire sign mentality. So I do feel like this King of Wands, you know, kind of overlooking the situation, analyzing the situation. I do feel like this king has given a lot of thought to the situation. I don't know. I do feel the water connection here, though. Perhaps Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, but I am feeling a water connection. Let's keep going. Let's get... I'm seeing a roller, like a, you know, it's reminding me of like the rollers you had in school. I don't know why. Oh, card went flying, excuse me. And it went flying off to the right, which is weird because normally they fly off to the left. I don't know why, what that means yet, but we'll figure it out. So we have the World card with that. So, you know, this king, again, can be male or female. But they would carry more of a masculine type of energy. So they'd be more of the go-getter type of energy. Anyways, this king is part of a new chapter. A new period in your life. It's also about the spirituality, though. The spirituality that is over this king. The spirituality that's moving this king. I do feel like I've had a time period here. But I also feel during that time period there's been a lot gained. As in knowledge and information that one needs to feel secure. You know, certainly a period of breakdown to be built back up again. So I definitely have two people here wanting, not just wanting. Well, yeah, I mean wanting. The want is there. The longing is there. But I'm seeing action within that too. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep building. What we're doing here is we're just building upon the story. I have Temperance, card Sagittarius. I have the Eight of Pentacles. And I have the Star. Beautiful. Now the Star was turned down. It wasn't in reverse, but it was just turned down. And I feel like what it's talking about is, the star is a card of manifesting. It's our hopes, our dreams, and, bringing them into our reality. It's knowing that we have that connection, trusting in that connection of above. Okay. So, and I kind of feel like this is what the energy is. This is our driving force. And it feels like pure energy. I don't want to say, I want to say energy is not weighed down, but I'm not going to say that there's not a little weight on it. But it's much lighter, and perhaps that's part of it, because I feel like even the card's feeling heavy. So I haven't quite reached this yet, or I haven't quite manifested what it is that I am trying to manifest. And I kind of feel like this is talking about both parties here, because it's reading like we are telling the story of both together. So we have Temperance and the Eight of Pentacles. Temperance is letting us know that this energy is being guided. Kind of like already written. But that doesn't mean the details are written. I feel like, I kind of feel like it's the promise of. But to get to it, it's within our own actions and details. So, okay, so it feels like it's written already. Alright, so whatever this connection is, going into the World card, very spiritual time. It's already been written in the stars. But to manifest it, to have the balance to be able to manifest it, we're not quite there yet. But we don't want to give up hope on it, because this is something that you desire and someone's desiring you. This could certainly be talking about work for some people. Someone having an eye on you, wanting to offer you something different. I know that it's different. I feel like if it's in a relationship, it's different also. Because someone did, it's kind of like going into basic training. Someone was broken down so they could be built back up. But I feel this is more in the spiritual realm. It's definitely more in the spiritual realm and the mental. So it's a lot of 3D, 4D energy, moving into the higher 4D, 5D energy, but not quite there yet. And being reminded again that the details are up to us. So it's almost like I kind of feel like, whatever this is, we're going to reach it. We will reach it, because it's a true desire within ourselves. But we got to pay attention to the details of our everyday action. And, are we trying to manifest from the light? From the light, because the star is about the light. Okay, let's keep going. This is definitely a period of overcoming ego. Balance within ego. Balance within it. So I'm not trying to get rid of it, right? Because it's part of who we are. You know, we need our ego. But I'm getting balance within it. And this is showing me that you are absolutely able to do that. And so is the other party. Let's just call them the other party. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Magician. So Cancer, the energy for you really is about manifesting and the ability and trusting within that, keeping your energy in the light as much as you can. And, you know, I feel like part of the past experiences, again, I walk in somewhat naive, but, you know, the battleground, the battle scars, they're there, they're real, but you are able to overcome them. And part of it, well, a majority of it was ego. I feel like you're trying to manifest a house, an apartment, somewhere to stay. That type of energy. I feel like you're going to be very successful. And for some of you, I feel like April 1st may be your move-in date. Maybe the date that you shoot for, or that may be the date that the place will be available to you. But I feel like it's a really good thing. You know, it's weird. I feel like someone may have the actual address as 641. 641. Could be the first three numbers of your telephone. And, you know, this is probably for one or two people, but I'm feeling like 641. Okay. I also feel like if you've been battling over a house, you know, if you're going through divorce or what have you, here's what I feel. I feel like, you know, I feel luck is on your side, but I don't know that that necessarily means I win the house. But I do know what it means is wherever I end up is right where I'm meant to be. I may not know that now. I may not feel that now. I could be in the middle of this heavy energy, but this is what I'm meant to tell you is, you know, where you end up is where you're meant to be, even if it seems difficult in the very beginning. But I also feel very quickly you'll know. You know, you'll just know. And listen, I don't know. If you find an apartment or a house at 641, that may be your place. It's also the energy of, you know, when you're asking, when you're trying to manifest something to you, don't be too rigid. You know, if I'm trying to bring new love to me, let's say, you know, I want someone who's 6 foot tall, blonde hair, blue eyes, and I won't even consider another. Well, it's such limiting actions. And it's not even about that. It's more about just being clear what you want, but, you know, releasing the expectations so much. Listen, someone may have someone show up who is completely unexpected, not your normal person, or even a career opportunity. It's not what I expected. But it's kind of the same energy of, I have trusting in the universe here. You have a lot of universal action. You know, it's like you have a lot of universal action behind you and ready to move, but you're kind of orchestrating it. And there's just a need to be aware of that to a point. I also feel like, you know, anything you're trying to do within your career, whether you're working for the company or you're working for yourself, you know, keep your head down, keep plugging away at it, because I feel like something's going to open up, but it feels like it's not opening up if how do we say it, like in a lazy mode, like I have to be willing to put in the work and the reward will be there. You may have done the same, you may do the same thing every single day. And, you know, part of your dream is you want to shake it up. You want something different. Well, I feel like that opportunity comes. But keep yourself in check. As in, you know, even though I'm not into this job or what have you, I know that I still have to put 100% in. We have the Knight of Swords. I kind of feel like this is an apology. I feel like someone's apologizing. This could certainly be this King of Wands. It could be you. But I feel like there is an apology coming. I don't know how great it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to sweep you off your feet. But I feel like this apology is sincere. And I feel like through the apology, what they're really asking is for another chance. Completely your choice, right? Because that's what the cards are saying today, or the energy is saying. You know, it's up to you to fill in the details of how you want it to go. Almost like you can go as slow as you want or as quickly as you want. Some of you may be receiving an apology from a family member also. And I do feel like part of the apology is over their communication. And I feel like that fits in all forms. You know, not just my lack of communication, but the way we communicated, the way I communicated within a relationship. You know, definitely, again, being stripped down and kind of forced. This is really what the divine masculine is going through right now. I can't help notice that. I haven't done the twin flame reading yet, but I've been feeling the energy, and I know the masculine was going through that. You know, was going through the dark soul of the night, but arising from that. And there's just awareness here that we have the Sun, card of Leo, the Empress, beautiful energy, and the Eight of Swords. Though I have to say, it did show to me in reverse, and I do feel like it's reverse. So we're gonna leave it that way. You know, I can't help but see that someone has had a revelation. a revelation about themselves, a revelation within their communication, and a revelation in how I treated someone. And I have to say, I feel, again, if this is a relationship, if you went in naive, I feel that they also did. So, I didn't know how to act. If this is like a husband and wife type of energy, I feel like it's the husband saying, I didn't know how to be a husband. But the wife feels the same energy. And I'm feeling the energy of, back then it was, I was kind of full of myself. I feel like this is the other person. Knowing that self-satisfaction. I just want to say, I don't feel like it's from a lack of love. But, what I feel like is, I feel like I have two 18-year-olds who fell in love and, formed a connection, and, it feels like it could have been some very deep love, but nonetheless, we were immature. So I have to look at that, right? And I feel like for you, again, your choice, but I feel like you are showing up as the Empress now. So this is the energy of, I'm going to say, willing to give someone a second chance. Let's put it that way. But even knowing your own actions, right? Because with the Eight of Swords next to the Empress like that, I feel like the Empress has been imprisoned. Your Empress energy has been held back. It doesn't feel like it came out very often, but did I even know how to bring it out? Did I know how to be this Empress, even though I have always had it within me? This is a freedom, and this is a freedom to love. The Empress is about unconditional love, right? But it doesn't mean she takes all kinds of bullshit. No, she expects a higher type of love because that's what she gives. But this is you really freeing yourself from lower energies and understanding the more you come from the high, the Empress, the more your life just opens up. It's a realization. I feel like you freed yourself. That we have the Two of Cups. By the way, happy Valentine's Day tomorrow. The Two of Cups just made me think about Valentine's Day. Don't allow yourself to get all upset if you don't have your love. You have to remember, unconditional love, true love, even twin flame love, you have it. Right? I just can't. It's like many of you say to me, well, actually, I don't want to go down that road, but okay, so we have the Two of Cups. And I have to say, I'm not surprised. We have the Three of Swords. And look at that, we have the Two of Wands. So it's almost taken us right back to the beginning. And what it's doing is it's moving us past the beginning. And the beginning was really the heavy energy, the what has happened, the way I feel, defeated, down. But I feel like I've been in that energy for a while, and I'm kind of forced to move out of it, right, so to speak. It's showing me the broken hearts attached to, but it's also showing me through your energy. If you choose, right? If you choose to take this person back, if you accept their apology, or if you're given the apology, if they accept your apology. This is about my way of thinking now. My action forward doesn't have to be, but if I really want to bring everything divine tells me is possible, it's a game of energy. It's the details, and am I going to fill in the details through positivity or negativity? Because it's going to be your option, and it's almost like, you can say yes or you can say no to the apology, but I do feel it's sincere. I really do. And I do feel like, yeah, absolutely, this could put you back with this person, but different. Sometimes the hell that we go through is that mirror, and it is hard and it is frustrating because we're seeing ourselves, we're seeing someone we love have the most annoying type of action, right? But when we really look at it, sometimes what we find is they are mirroring back ourselves. I feel like that's important to say, because if I can have that realization, it clears up so much. And what it clears up, leave it behind. Like, don't pick it up to reevaluate. Okay, I figured it out. Bam, let it go. Get it out, right? Burn it. It's history. I don't need it again. I don't need it again. But if I choose to stay in the past energy, well, then this is what I manifest going forward. So I'm manifesting no matter what. The connection with the Two of Cups here. Two of Cups has many different meanings, but when it comes out in your reading, you can usually you can feel exactly what its message is. And this is about the connection. This is about the love between two people. And, it's a story of overcoming. And we hear it all the time, right? I don't want to keep using myself as an example, but I just want to say I have been through all this energy with the person I love, and we are now sitting at that beautiful connection. It doesn't mean that we don't argue, but there's something about our arguing that is kind of fun, and we accept that. Does that make sense? And maybe I'm saying that because, there was a time period when it was ridiculously hard, and we walked away from each other a million times, but the connection kept pulling us back together. We realized that. We understood the energy, and now we're working with it, which is just beautiful. So when I say you can go from the point of feeling like you hate someone to falling right back in love, I know it's possible. I knew it anyways. I've been reading, especially love, for so long that the main thing I would love you to understand is, don't think anything can't happen. Don't think anything is not possible. I've seen it over and over again. I've seen people's life change, including my own, in a snap of a finger. We have the Seven of Cups and the Fool. Temperance is kind of sitting on her own now. So, it's the big picture is being brought together. I kind of feel like it's the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles seeing the big picture, more or less the Temperance energy, and the Queen of Pentacles is about the details, those small details that everyone else misses. And it's the balance of the two. Okay. I feel like with the Fool coming out, looking at the Seven of Cups, first thing it's trying to say is there are a lot of different options on this table. So there's a lot of different ways things are going to happen. But the best way to start creating is again with the Fool energy. So once I have that realization, I put the pain and that behind me. Get rid of it. I still carry the lesson, but that lesson comes back to help me further down my journey. Okay. Because I feel like there's a lot of things coming to fruition for Cancer. And those intuitively guided. I feel like I had to throw that out there too. I do feel the energy of someone moving towards a Leo. I'm feeling 7, 14, 21, and I feel like that's kind of a time period. Something happening on the 7th, the 21st, or the 14th. Why'd I skip the 14th? Well, the 14th is Valentine's Day. And I feel like part of the message is like, I don't know. It's like I don't want to take hope away from you whatsoever, but with Valentine's being tomorrow, I feel like what the reading is saying is, if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's okay. Valentine's is a man-made holiday. It's not celebrated in the heavens. Everyday love is celebrated in the heavens. Everyday love. Okay, so, but yet I am getting 7, 14, 21. It's funny, I have the 2 of Cups, and then I have 2 threes, which is the energy I would want by that, even though one is the 3 of Swords. Oh my. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups. Well, hello, Destiny. Hello, unconditional love, which is just part of what is meant for me and what I'm meant to give out. This is about moving into this. This is coming towards the end of your reading, so, and I kind of figured that because I do feel like we're given time here to fill out our own details. But this feels like, this reading is about destiny and love on your journey. You have your karmic partners, but you do have your soulmates, and some of us do have a twin flame. What I'm feeling is eternal love, is really what I'm feeling. That this love, the love in our atmosphere right now, is eternal. So this is someone that we feel that we do have this special connection with. I need to know that it's eternal. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is, and by the way, when I say that, I'm actually asking my guides, what do I mean by that? I just say it out loud. So what do I mean by that? I mean that each lifetime, you're given opportunity of how you want your partner to show. Or do you even want to do the next lifetime together. You always have the opportunity. So it is like you create as soul the life here. It is okay, it's making sense now. It's the details as us humans fill out. So we come down with our soul plan, which is destiny, unconditional love. There is nothing else. It is all about love. We come down with plan. As a soul, our human lifespan goes by so quickly. As a human, it can feel quite the opposite. So for some of you, and I don't know why we're talking about this now other than it's letting me know that this connection goes on. This is not a connection that ends at death. Oh no, not at all. No. Not even close. There is no death to this love. There never was, and there never will be. Eternity. Okay, let's just take a few more cards, see what else wants to come out. I rather enjoy this reading. We have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Could be Virgo energy. Could definitely be Mercury. Talking about Mercury. Something's going on with Mercury also. I don't think it's going into retrograde, but it may be. Something's going on with Mercury. And I wish I would have known that before the reading. I would have looked it up. We have the Strength card, card of Leo. Coming under right where I was feeling Leo energy. And we have the Death card, card of Scorpio. And right off the bat, what I'm feeling, and I know some people get so upset when I say this, but it is the truth. It's the truth how I know it. What it's showing me very quickly is the things that happen in my life, there is purpose. I may not like it. I may not like the way they happen, but there's still purpose. And sometimes the struggle forces us to search for our authentic self and to search for our spiritual connection. It's not required. I don't have to have the spiritual connection. It doesn't mean I move forward faster than other people, but it helps me. It is GPS. So these things, these hills and mountains and valleys that I've gone through, all with purpose. And part of that purpose was to figure out, to find who you are, to find your authentic self. And I don't mean just your human persona. I mean all of you. And it always turns into a blessing after the fact. It's been a road of discovery. It's been a road of overcoming. It's been a road of challenges, but it's also been a road of love. There is a need to really find the strength within and to start allowing that to be part of your everyday. Very similar to the Empress energy. So I'm not just the Empress for a day. I become the Empress, and therefore I am the Empress energy. And maybe for some of you, that's the energies asking you to take on. Male or female. It's just open, loving responsible energy that you can count on without a shadow of a doubt. That type of energy. And many of the things that I've been through, if I've given them the proper examination, I see the lesson. And it can be that simple, or it can be that difficult. This is a period of letting things go. It's the changing of the seasons. This is a time that you need to be proactive, though. And you need to think about your energy and the energy that you're expelling. Think of the energy as a bubble around you, a bubble around everywhere you go. It's the protection, but it's also, I feel like even doing an experiment with yourself, just saying, you know what, tomorrow, all day, I'm going to operate out of the highest of love. And I'm going to test what happens to me. I feel like you will be very pleasantly surprised. It doesn't mean everything goes your way. But, and I'm just going to say test yourself, because I feel like you'll all find out in your own way. And you may witness, like, manifesting something super quick. You can challenge yourself for a day, 3 days, and I wonder now if that's 7, 14, 21, if it's talking about for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And I feel like some of you that I'm talking to, when it's about overcoming certain actions and beliefs, the things, listen, at this point, we know what's holding us back, right? We have an idea, but getting deep and dirty and wanting to do the work can be hard. Ask for help. Ask for help. It is truly about the illumination. And, when I do the work, it's not that I have to dig and all that. Ask for it to be illuminated so that I can face it head on. And I just want to say, because I feel like you are being asked, eventually you're being moved into this type of really, unconditional love. Think about that. That's not easy. And if I have a lot of mental baggage, it is really almost impossible. So for some of you, that is what you have to overcome, the mental baggage. Because otherwise, you may never feel that overflowing of love. And you could shut it down. But that's your choice. Okay, guys, I feel like I want to leave it there. This reading was a little bit about a journey and showing the rocky time period and the moving out of it, right? For some of you, this is regarding your careers, and for some of you, it definitely regarding love. Bottom line, it'll be up to you to fill in the details. But just know that this period right now is a period that is being guided. It is what you asked, whether it just be from your human mind or your soul. It is your soul. It's your soul contract. It is what you wrote. It is your destiny. It is what you agree to. And now it is about matching that energy, bringing yourself up to this energy and testing yourself. This isn't just talking about love, a lover. When I'm living in unconditional love, it's for everyone. Doesn't mean that I allow people just to walk all over me. I have to remember to love myself too. As I raise my energy, that energy is brought back to me. This is the energy I bring back. And I just want to close on this and say, for many of you, this part of the soul agreement, you wanted this higher type of love. So you have to match that energy. And you're capable because it's what your soul asked for. So you're capable. Maybe you just don't feel like it. And that's part of what you need to overcome to really put you in this energy. And I feel like I have to say this often in my readings, don't shoot for perfection. It's not about keeping myself always in this unconditional love. It's reminding me of like the vortex. Can I keep myself there 24/7? Well, you could. But that's damn difficult. But yeah, you could. And I know people who do. But I feel like who I'm talking to, I'm just feeling there's a lot of passion built up in you. And I don't know what that has to do with it, but I can feel the passion built up. And I'm going to leave it there, guys. So I hope you take the challenge. I would love for you to come back and leave a message about or a comment if you choose to do this. And treat it like an experiment. This is between you, yourself, and yourself. But I would definitely like to know, because I feel like that will help teach us all. It will help give everyone hope, because this reading is about hope. And I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys so, so much. I apologize for doing Leo's reading ahead of your reading. I don't even know how that happened. Thank God someone left a notation saying, hey, what about Cancer? Exactly, what about Cancer? I'm so sorry, Cancer. Anything, I don't beat myself up. I just feel like, okay, well then evidently Cancer is made to come out today. And I love your reading. I've learned a lot from it, I have to tell you. I hope you do too. Okay, I love you guys. Have a beautiful month. Release the date, of, okay, well, February's half over. Don't even worry about this. This is current energy. And this is really what you want to look at in a reading. It's not so much what's happening on February 1st or the 28th, right? This is fluid energy. Just take the month out of it. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.